party that adheres to principles.
Democratic strategist Zara Buck is with us and Republican strategist Alex Conant. Alex, I'll start off with you because we're talking about your party here. I said, is it a trick question when you ask, are they looking forward or backward? Because aren't you always supposed to look forward? I mean, take maybe the good from the past, but you got to move ahead, right?
That's right. I mean, the elections are in the future, and so, of course, we're looking towards the future to figure out how we can win elections in the future. And I think it starts by acknowledging that we lost in 2008, and we need to do more to reach out, and that's
but
what
that seems so easy.
What our
you lost. I mean, that to me seems like a one-day conversation, acknowledging that you lost, and then what?
Well, and then we start looking towards the future, and we started doing that this weekend. That clip you played from Jeb Bush, that was at an event in Northern Virginia with Eric Cantor. It said the new Council for a New America. It's a new initiative by the Republican Party to try to get outside the Beltway, to find those new ideas, and to help us become the majority governing party again in the future.
And Zara, let me get you in on this conversation, because it seems like at least a lot of the strategists we've talked with and some of the opinion pieces out there point for the Republicans to obviously succeed and move forward. It really has to be notching away at this new administration. At the same time, you still have the president saying that he wants to reach out to the other side.
Sure. President Obama has made it very clear that he wants to reach out across party lines. I think that the Arlen Specter switch to the Democratic Party last week definitely emphasized the need for that on the Republican side. I mean, at this point, with Arlen Specter's switch, there's quite likely going to be a 60-vote filibuster-proof majority in the Senate. So now Republicans don't have the voice that they thought that they would have through the filibuster process. Should Al Franken get seated, in all likelihood, it looks like he'll do just that. So, I mean, is there some opportunity? President Obama, he extended the olive branch very early on. He invited the Republicans to the White House, Super Bowl parties, cocktail parties, asking them for their plans, asking them for the alternatives, and yet and still the House voted lockstep with one another and voted against his plan.
Alex, let's talk about moving forward. I want to ask you, because we've gotten a lot of grades last week over the first 100 days of the new administration. In the past 100 days, let's grade the Republican Party and trying to get back on its feet. What grade would you give the Republicans in that same span of 100 days that we've sized up President Obama?
Well, just like I don't think it's fair to size up Obama over the course of 100 days, it's not fair to size up the Republican Party. It took us a long time to get to this position. It's going to take us a while to come back. But to the earlier point, you know, we did offer alternatives to President Obama, and he rejected them, which is why the Republicans voted against the stimulus. There was a smart article in the LA Times yesterday about how Obama now owns the economy. He now owns the war in Afghanistan. He owns a car company, and by the end of the week, he'll probably own a bank, too. If he doesn't start creating new jobs, if he doesn't win in Afghanistan, it's going to be on his plate, because Republicans have offered alternatives that so far he's rejected.
So is that the strategy to say it's on his plate, Alex? So is that the strategy saying, okay, it's on his plate?
No, we need to have alternatives, because at some point the public will look back to the Republican Party, and we need to have alternatives in place. That's why this initiative by Eric Cantor is so well timed and so important, and Republicans are so excited about it.
Well, absolutely, but it's not enough to be the loyal opposition. You've got to not only offer the plans, but you've also got to take it back to your district. You've got to offer it to your constituents. Have these town hall meetings. Have the sounding board. So you're not doing things in a vacuum. It looks like Republicans, all they do is they go right to the microphone. They say, we can't support the president, and goodbye. And that's not enough. I mean, the American people want to see a lot more. When Democrats were in the minority, we certainly did.
All right, well,
as the clip we just saw from Jeb Bush, they're leaving the Beltway to talk about our new ideas.
They were even at a pizza parlor, so we'll end it on that.
Exactly.
Surely you can find a friend when you're buying pizza. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Zara. Greatly appreciate it. Well, a shiny new rifle is headed Sarah Palin's way.